peeps and welcome to Minecraft. My name is Alex and I'm here to show you a few landscaping tricks that I use when I'm building stuff. What I see a lot of the time is that when people are landscaping, aka adding trees, bushes, grass, that kind of stuff, they tend to just smack down the default Minecraft stuff, which is fine, but it doesn't really push your build that extra mile. So you'll see a lot of stuff like this where they just smack down a couple of trees and then you've got, some bushes and grass, which I'll show you later. And it's good, but it's not great. So here's a couple of quick things you can do to really spice something up. The first thing I always do is I add custom trunks to my trees. So basically what you do is you take a look at your tree and you get a feel for the shape of it. And basically this tree should speak to you. Normally they have sort of an extra weight on one side and the other side is a lot lighter. And what you want to do is you want to find that heavy side and curve your trunk away from it. That'll give you a really nice leaning feel to your tree. So you come in and I've decided I want my trunk on this side. So what you do is you go right up next to it and you build it up one shorter than where the tallest bit of your trunk is visible. So it's one shorter than that. Then you go again, one shorter than that. And then once you're down to 2, which is your lowest one, you're just going to cap it off by throwing a little extra support down here, and that'll help balance it. Then you're going, but Alex, it looks so stupid, why is it solid? Well, it's really easy. All you do is you knock out the bits so that you have a 1 block sideways and a 1 block vertically. Or I guess that's 2 technically. Math, not my strong suit. So this way you get this really nice lean, and then when you look back at it, see, all of a sudden you have this really good leaning tree. And that just makes it look a little bit more customized. Now if you want to go even further, what you do is you take your leaves and you just drag a couple down. Nothing fancy. They don't all have to be the same height. You don't need them everywhere. Just kind of slap a couple down. Whatever feels good to you is fine. And let's just do that for the moment. Just take a step back. Ta-da! Custom. This is an ugly ass tree. Well, excusing the ugly tree. There we go. That's a better side. Now you have this really nice lean to it. It just looks a little bit more customized. So again, let's just go over this one more time. Make yourself a nice giant tree. Take a look at your tree. When you're looking at it, this is a weird tree. Wow. One side should seem a lot lighter than the other. So I'm going to say this side is going to be our light side. So this time, that one I did across. This one I'm going to do on a diagonal. Just to spice it up a little bit. So, one shorter than the one before it. One shorter than the one before it. One shorter, but now we're down to 2, so your last step should be your support. Then knock it out so that you have 1 across, 1 down. 1 across, 1 down. 1 across, 1 down. So now you have your tree. And I could leaf it, but I'm lazy, but you get the idea. So then, whatever, fine. You just kind of whoosh, and then a little whoosh, and then a little whoops. That's not the direction that leaves fall last time we checked. Like that. And then all of a sudden you have a really nice hanging tree. Now the trick to this is you don't just have to do this with big oak trees. There are actually other options. For example, you have little trees. Maybe it's a birch tree, maybe it's an oak tree. Who knows? Who cares? But even just, boop, custom tree. I know it looks stupid, but trust me, when you have 9 million of these in your area, they look really nice together. You can actually also do this with jungle trees, although I will warn you that this looks kind of weird by itself, like standalone, but if you have a bunch of them in the area, it looks pretty nice. Basically, just take your corner, build it up, and then on your next one, go, sorry I'm lagging a little bit, go 1 shorter. And then the next one in the middle this time. Whoops, 1 shorter. Start on your side again. 1 shorter. You get the idea. This is really, really time consuming, but it's actually really easy in survival. I know I'm in creative right now, but you just stand on top of it and pillar up, so it's ridiculously easy to get away with. Then at the bottom, this is one of those things that you're just gonna have to try for yourself, but you just kinda make it a little chunkier. It needs a little more support because it's bigger. So at that point you're going, dude, this is the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen. It's ridiculous. Why are you even trying? Go home. Well, now you just have to knock out a little bit of it. So just kind of come in here, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. You'll get a feel for it. It'll be really hard the first couple of times, but then, boom, custom tree. You probably would want to add a little more foliage. I'm lazy. We're on a time crunch. Neither of us really wants to watch me do that. But you get the basic idea. All of a sudden, you've gone from having 12 million Minecraft trees to having 12 million of your own trees. And I just did all that in just a couple of minutes. I mean, it's super easy to do. So the next thing I'm going to show you is bushes. Everybody does bushes, right? Easy lighting, stick a little glowstone under it, and bam, you've got lighting forever. The problem is that most people do this. They poke a hole, they put a glowstone in, they put leaves on top of it, bada bing, bada boom, you've got a bush. Now the problem with this, there's nothing really wrong with it, it's just that you can still see the glowstone, which is a little bit tacky. So the easy solution to this is bury your glowstone 1 deep. That way, once you build up all of your stuff, like this, glowstone becomes a lot less visible, or even invisible from a distance. You can still see it when you get kind of close though, so if you're not too worried about light, because it does cut your light down by 1 block, I actually prefer to bury mine 3 deep. Whoops. You can also see my failed attempt right next to it. Symmetry, it was bugging me, I fixed it, whatever. So then it's 1, 2, and then up. And that just adds that little extra bit of professionalism, because until you're standing like directly on top of it, and I mean that literally, you can't really tell what's down there at all, and it adds a nice bit of light. So the last thing that I'm going to show you is bone meal, because God knows everybody loves bone meal, right? Super easy, you whack it down, hey look, we have grass and things, isn't that great? Now the thing is, since Minecraft has introduced the new flowers, this has become a little tacky, because all of a sudden it's super obvious that all you're doing is bone mealing. So, if you have World Edit available on your single player or on your server, or if you're really patient, which I'm not, but if you are, the really great way to do this is to just replace your flowers with a color palette that fits your build. So, personally what I've done here is I've used World Edit, and I have replaced, red flowers with the blue ones, yellow flowers with the white ones, using a couple of World Edit commands. It's just the / replace block with block, and then / replace block with block. You do it in 2 sets for each flower. You can also, if you want to get really fancy, and if you're familiar with how you can replace them with percentages, you can actually, for example, replace the yellow flowers with 50% white, 50% blue, and then replace the red flowers with 100% of something else. So you could theoretically get up to like a million different types of flower in here, which is great. If you don't have World Edit available, don't know how to use it, don't want to use it, whatever, just go in, grab your grab your blocks, right? And then you just go, oh look, it's a red flower, it's blue now. Oh look, it's another red, oops, wow, that failed really miserably. Oh look, it's another red flower, it's blue now. Oh look, it's a yellow flower, it's white now. But the trick is you can pick the flowers that fit your build. So for example, I'm using these because in that, which I'm not supposed to be showing anybody because it's a secret project we've been hired to do, I didn't show you anything. You saw nothing. We're using white and blue because it fits our color scheme. You could pick whatever flowers fit your thing. But it's just an easy way, again, all of these are just easy ways to make it look like you spent a little more time on your outside. And believe me when I say we have won several contests with this method, landscaping matters. It is important. So just to recap, custom trunks with the slightly dangly leaves on the bottom, instant way to success. You can do it with any type of tree. It's just all about getting that slant in. Thing 2 was bushes. Bury your glowstone. 2 deep is fine, 3 deep is better. It just looks more professional. And 3, customize your bone mealing by changing the colors of the flowers to fit your build. I hope you found something that I did today helpful, and I'll see you in the next tips and tricks.